All right. Tom lost his 9.5-point spread by 20 last night.
More than that. More than that, they lost by 30.
Charlotte Hornets fall by 31 points to the Orlando.
They were down 38-16 in the first quarter.
Yeah, it was over in the first quarter, dude.
It's a good start there for the Hornets.
LaMelo Ball didn't have a point until like halfway through the second quarter.
They tied him in the second half.
So let's we're gonna.
It's weird, isn't it? They tied. Okay, they tied. I was getting ready to say. Wait a minute, Chip. You better clarify that.
Yeah. Sorry, the scores in the second half. The third, fourth quarter, they tied them.
They played even in the second half.
That's much better.
They did a good job against the backups in the second half.
Well put, Kevin.
So let's. That ends the Hornets season as the official 9 seed.
Yeah.
In the East, and I've just been laughing at the hysterical. The Charlotte.
The kids were excited
fans.
about it at school, though. I was glad to see some of the kids getting into the basketball because they've been so bad for so long. They were wearing their Hornets T-shirts and things like that.
Are they good?
What do you mean?
They made the playoffs.
No, they didn't.
But Kevin,
that was the play into the playoffs.
Kevin,
Yeah,
they didn't make the playoffs.
They made the postseason.
They made
Kevin.
postseason.
But what I'm saying
Wait a minute. They did not. It does not count as a playoff appearance.
It's a postseason.
But it does not count in the official
not a
loans.
playoff.
It does not count as a playoff
postseason
appearance.
game.
But it's a postseason game.
Postseason. It is a postseason game.
Okay, so
This is
let's
what
go over
makes-
this.
this
In
is what
baseball,
makes-
Chip,
this
if
is
you
what-
tie for the wild card, you get a 1-game playoff. Did you make the playoffs?
It's a postseason game.
Yeah.
It's still postseason.
This is what these formats
Whether they
are
count it
so-
as a
Okay, y'all will say postseason. Did they make the playoffs?
No.
Okay, that's what I wanted to say.
But what I was trying to say is, I'd like.
we was all saying the same thing. You just said it a little different.
they didn't make the
You
playoffs.
guys, quit arguing about the same stupid point. What I'm trying to say is, I want to see some excitement about the young people and this team in this city. That's what I would like to see. Is the kids get back into it? I know you guys don't teach school, but kids used to wear racing T-shirts. They used to wear, basketball. But they've kind of gone away from it because the Panthers sucked and the Hornets have sucked. But the Panthers are making a comeback. It's good for the city. It's good for the area if the Hornets are good and in the playoffs, and they kind of laid an egg last night. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want to see them have a
If
comeback. I
you're
want to see them
ninth out
competitive.
of 15 teams, how are you classifying the word good? Because they let everybody in the tournaments. Like pretty soon the NCAA tournament, Tom, when they have 178 teams in the tournament, do we raise a banner?
I'm not saying.
Do we raise a banner?
I'm not saying they're good, Kevin. I'm saying they're better. They're
better than suck. Okay, like that's what we're at. No, wait a minute. They're 3 games over 500 in a league where 10 teams didn't win the last 20 games on purpose. So that means they're slightly better than the 10 teams who tried to lose on purpose.
All I'm saying is
so wait a minute. Out of 9 times 2 is what? 18. So if 10 teams lost on purpose, that means 20 teams tried. So we finished 18th out of the 10 teams that tried.
I'm saying, like, if you puked after you ran 1 kilometer and then the next year you could run 2.
I like this better. I like that.
That's a good
better
analogy.
than you were.
That's a better analogy.
I like that.
Okay? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's where
I like
that's
that
where
explanation.
The Hornet,
I like
where
it.
the Hornets are.
But there's an old popsicle joke in the movie Pulp Fiction.
Damn it,
I just don't know.
we're
We're not
running
doing
the
that.
5K.
All right.
Next year we're
All right.
running the 5K.
No, we're not.
Now, Tom.
We're going to get there.
Now, Tom.
Oh, Lord.
Here's. Well,
Next year.
This is my. This is my segue.
And eventually,
We beat the 10th seed in overtime by 1 without their best player. Now we're crank up the parade.
Next year,
Draw out the parade route.
5K next year, then maybe a half marathon.
There we go.
We're
We
getting
went
there.
building up some
We're building
steam.
up.
So this
I like it. I like it.
this roster this
all I'm
roster with its current construction, can you build on this?
Miles Bridges,
why you
Miles
looking
Bridges
so
punched somebody
serious?
last night, by the way. Did y'all see that? Miles Bridges punched Desmond
A
Player.
player.
That's what he do.
I know that's what he do. I'm just reminding the fans.
What gender?
That's what he do.
What gender was the person he
Dude,
punched?
I argued with a guy on Twitter this week. Said we should just something about Miles Bridges. That the city of Charlotte and everybody's forgiven for all the good things he's done by making layups. Tom, we forgiven that he beat the crap out of a woman, and we just all forgot about it. And now, this team I can't take. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's happy for the Hornets getting into the postseason.
We said postseason.
We beat the number 10 seed by 1 point.
It doesn't matter though. It's a postseason win.
I'm qualified. It's like Tar Heel football fans being excited about going 7-5. Like, what are we talking about here? Like we're getting okay. We won by 1 in overtime over the 10th seed, who we injured their best player in the middle of the game because our dirty player jerked his leg out from under him and broke his back. But we're not going to talk about that. He should have been kicked out, flagrant, extra points, all of that. So we're 9th or 10th best team in the East.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
9th or 10th best team. I just want to make sure we're realistic because we're being sold that Loyola, who becomes a 16th seed and gets to play Duke in the first round, you're an NCAA tournament team. Congratulations. Congratulations. So be happy, Hornets fans. You're better than terrible. The problem is, I said this year, is that this is the deepest draft in years, and the year we decided to be better than terrible, everyone else tanked. So now we've got extra picks that we can move up for. We talk about that later. But
how many lottery picks are there, Kevin?
13. 16 teams make the playoffs, so 14.
So why would we even worry about the lottery? We already know the NBA lottery is rigged.
That's true, but we get some player. We ain't worried about winning it. We're worried about who we get in the 8th or 10th or 12th. Like,
is Charlotte, by not making the playoffs, still technically a lottery team?
Correct.
All right.
So
there's a chance.
So we're a lottery team.
So you're saying there's a chance.
We're a lottery team that made the postseason. We're a postseason lottery team.
So there's a chance.
Now here's where the Hornets got. They've got a ton of draft capital and picks. Also, they have some expiring contracts and movable contracts as well, movable players. So depending on what road they want to take is where they are going to go here in the future.
So can Kevin Bacon, is his contract up or are we stuck with it?
Kevin Bacon.
Who's Kevin Bacon?
You know what I'm saying.
No, we don't. That's why we're at.
Miles Bridges?
Yeah.
Let me look that up. I'll pull it up.
Kevin Bacon.
So, so as far as the that should have been easy to look up. Where's the trade machine for the NBA? That's what you got to look up, and they don't have it up yet, of course. So basically, here's what I was going to get at. They either have to choose LaMelo path or not LaMelo path, right?
Yep.
This is where they're at. You're year 6. We've been talking about it. If you're going to trade for him, his contract's coming up soon in a couple years, I think. Do you think they're going to want to stay in Charlotte? I think their play is, like a lot of players have played, is play till you get that big extension and then ask for the trade once you get that money.
Bridges' contract is up at the end of next year.
Okay, so that's a 1-year. That's a very easily traded contract in any type of. That's what the teams are looking for. Okay, is those that they can get rid of. Kobe White's free agent. Let's see, Brandon Miller 1-year deal, $15 million. Josh Green 1-year deal. Grant Williams will be on 1 year. All those people on 1 year. Pat Cunnington, whatever it is. Who'd you say? Bridges, yeah, he'll be on 1 year. Mm-hmm. So all of those are 1-year deals that are tradable. Then you have LaMelo at $40 million. So you have these draft picks. You have some people on your roster that you might like. But then we get back to it. Let's get back to game 1. You need a three-pointer at the end of the game. LaMelo is 2 for 16. He's on the floor. Con Knippel led the league in three-pointers. Whether or not the play is for him and he's 0 for 6 on the night, how do you not have your best three-point shooter on the floor as some type of a decoy, as some type of way, Will? I'll ask you first. So they went into that shot that Kobe White hit. No Knippel on the floor. They got Grant Williams out there. Where's the Knippel? He didn't play the whole overtime and the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. He went 0 for 6 in that game. Last night he went 0 for 6 last night.
I mean, 1
for 6 last night.
I think he's hurt, Kevin.
So he went 1 for 12 for 3 the last 2 games.
Well, I think he's hurt.
You think he's hurt, or are they saying he's hurt? I ain't seen nothing about him being hurt.
I think they said something like, maybe I missed it.
This is a few weeks ago, but I will tell you when I went to watch them play. Oh gracious, whoever it was, it wasn't Cleveland, Miami, or whatever game. When I went to Charlotte, he was favoring his lower back.
Yeah.
I mean, they were.
Well, say it. Don't whine about it now.
Right.
He might have some.
I don't hear that from a Dookie. Come on. You think you're getting 100% anything from that? Come on. Nothing but lies and they're admitting they lied. Okay, here's Tom. Y'all were sniffing up something. Supposedly while he suffered a significant right ankle in December, recent discussions suggest he had been playing through a back injury and general fatigue. More recently.
General fatigue.
I have general fatigue every day.
So Charles Lee.
I wake up with
Charles
fatigue.
Lee in the last 14 minutes of the game decided I'm not going to play a Con Knipple because he's got general fatigue. That's what I'm saying. Why was he not anybody? He got any reason why you wouldn't have him on the floor for that play? I know Kobe White hit the shot. It was a miracle turnaround, JJ Redick turnaround shot up the corner, but it's not. It's not the play you probably wanted. Why?
I'd want a Tar Heel shooting that shot.
At least that's what all the jokes are. Is that they took the Dookie out to put the Tar Heel to take the shot, which might be true, but I'd still have him on the floor.
Right? I'm saying that facetiously, but
I've never seen a team not have their best 3-point shooter on the floor when you need a 3-pointer, where he's not just over icing his knee or something. Any other example?
Not to disagree. What little I've heard is that they were going with a defensive first rotation there,
LaMelo was 2 of 16, and he's the worst defender on the team.
And he was
out there.
Yeah, sit him down.
I mean, you gonna take your $40 million man off the floor?
I'm gonna put the guy who has the most 3-pointers on the floor if that's what I need.
Okay, first of all, you was just defending the guy.
I prefaced that by saying
you just defended him by saying that he was hurt. And now you putting him on the floor, but you defended him being hurt a while ago.
I didn't defend. I was just stating information. So if he's well enough to dress out, I use him as a decoy. I mean, I don't.
He played the whole rest of the game.
I don't disagree with Kevin.
So LaMelo last night went 3 of 8 from 3-pointers. So in the 2 games, he went 5 of 24 from 3.
It's pretty good for the YMCA. Maybe he'd play in the Y League.
5.
I'm sure they got.
Unless it was apparent.
What is the chances of them getting rid of? Ain't nobody gonna pay that number for LaMelo.
Well, LaMelo.
So here's the deal that's been.
Lakers.
Here's the deal.
Lakers.
Well. There's a few teams that would want the headlines and the money from getting LaMelo. There's one team and one deal that a lot of people are looking at and talking about now. If the Hornets really want to change something or do something, is LaMelo to Milwaukee for Giannis.
Yeah.
And Miles Bridges.
Why would LaMelo want to go to
Milwaukee? LaMelo don't have a choice.
He
don't have. Only thing they have to do. He don't want to be in Charlotte, Tom. So in the NBA,
so let's go to the Wisconsin version of Charlotte.
He don't have it, but you don't get. He don't have it. He don't have a choice. This isn't football. This isn't. He doesn't have any type of choice in this.
I don't see Milwaukee. One, I don't see them trading Giannis for him, and two,
they really ain't got a choice with Giannis.
But I also
Giannis
but LaMelo is not who they want because, to Tom's point, they're going to want somebody that's going to be willing to stay long term.
But wait a minute, NBA teams, they do 3-team trades.
Okay.
Just because LaMelo might not go to Milwaukee, he might end up in Brooklyn or something like that.
That's where he needs to go. Brooklyn.
In a Giannis trade.
Is there rumors that Vegas might get a basketball team?
Correct.
Yes.
Vegas would be great for him. There's strippers.
Seattle.
There's all kinds.
There's strippers in Charlotte now.
There's not strippers of that quality.
I wouldn't know.
Shut up, Chip. You know.
He said, "Shut up, Chip."
You go to confession for lying, Chip.
Never set foot in a strip club in my life.
You're going to owe an extra Hail Mary.
Well,
for that
I
one.
can promise you with that statement, you're the only one on this stage right now that can say that.
Here's Tom's. Here's Tom and raise the banner. 44-30 record, most wins since 2016.
Something to be proud of.
Shiniest.
Exactly.
Yep.
Is exactly. But so.
Progress is
progress, dude.
Progress is the good.
Okay,
thing.
well that's what that's my question.
You want to see.
What's the next progress? You think they're just we're gonna win 5? We're gonna it's LaMelo's 6-7 years in. Like, Where's he at?
I can't believe you just said that with the LaMelo Ball's name.
I don't think like I'm not. I wouldn't have even thought that if Chip wouldn't have even done that. But like we're sitting here looking at that, like, okay, is he? Are we going to go 7 more years of losing? So, I got
celebrated mediocrity.
Yeah, correct.
Celebrated mediocrity.
That's what it is.
What a great statement.
That's what it is. I mean, yeah. I don't. We were better than we were last year, which isn't saying much.
All right, we're gonna give you some mellow math on is he a winning player?
Is a winning or a losing basketball player? Well, he's got 1, 2, 3 seasons where he's played more than 50 games. He's got an under 40, under 30, under 50. That's just 2 seasons over 70 games in 6 years. So just look at the games he's actually played. 139 and 164 record over his 6 years. Of 482 possible games he could have played in these 6 years, he's only showed up in 303. Unbelievable PTO. That's 62% of the time he plays. They only win 45% of those 303 games that he's played. Injuries suck, I get it, but availability is so important. Look at Anthony Edwards, same draft class, same possible 482 games, and he's played in 442 of them. That's 91% of the time Ant's on the floor. Look at Tyrese Halliburton. He's going to log 0 games in 2026, but still 333 over 6 years. That's 69% of the time Halliburton's out there. The good news is LaMelo played the second most games of his career this year, 72, so we can actually look at how he performed on the court with these plus-minus stats, which I don't personally love all of them, but this one, on-off, very important, isolates a player's impact by showing how much better or worse the team plays without them. The league leader, I accidentally drew over it, was 16, Victor Wembanyama. Congrats, Wemby. Where's LaMelo? I see 6.3. Draw my next line. Oh, 26th in the league in terms of on-off. He's ahead of Devin Booker and Cade Cunningham, 2 guys that we would categorize as winners. Now, the question you should be asking is, well, what are the rest of his on-off numbers during his career? Pretty green. I see a lot of green, actually, and a positive 2.5 overall. Now, this one, the plus-minus when he's just on the court, this has a lot to do with lineup dependent, like who he's on the floor with, but a 7.7 this season. Here's the real nerd one, EPM. Estimated plus-minus, all-in-one machine-learned NBA metric. Okay.
All right, did y'all follow that, Will?
Nope.
I did.
So that's what they're doing with the baseball stats and the basketball stats. So basically, there's some LaMelo math on how he's playing. Here's just some math for the Hornets. The Hornets are the first team to make fewer than 30 field goals, miss 30 or more threes, commit 30 or more fouls, and lose by 30 or more points, all in the same game.
Mm-hmm.
You should be very proud.
And I want y'all to read the next sentence, Chip.
Regular season playoffs
Or
playing.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep making the point.
Tom,
he said,
what is going on
because
here?
That's what he does.
What is going on here, Tom?
Listen to Charlotte Hornets basketball on KTC Broadcasting.
Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Talk Show. Live Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 a.m. and the KTC Broadcasting YouTube and Facebook pages.